Okay, this is part one of what if Deku was the Muffin Man. This is my first villain what if ever. Yeah, my first villain what if ever. So, let's get into the story. In this world, only girls have quirks in this world. So if you're male, you look down upon, you frowned upon, you're bullied by females. They think that you have nothing to live for. That's when Deku was born. He is birthed of Inko. Inko doesn't really care for Deku. And Deku's dad, left. Inko, when Deku grew up, Inko forced Deku to learn how to cook for her. And she would just laze around. She became an alcoholic. She drank. She would beat Deku. Not just that, Deku would get bullied by Katsuki and the rest of his classmates for being a boy. And the rest of the boys in this middle school also get bullied. They didn't go light on Deku. They did lots of horrible things to him. He has many scars from times that they bullied him. Many burn marks from Bakugo's quirk. As Deku has grown accustomed to cooking for Inko. To a point, he gained the power to make his cooking have special abilities. Whatever he bakes come to life. Whatever he cooks give him special attributes, such as speed, durability, all kinds of things like this. At the age of 7, actually at the age of 5, Deku was kidnapped. This was happening all over the world. People, kids, were being kidnapped. Male and female. And they was forced to fight each other. They were forced to fight to the death. And Deku, he was amongst them. He had to learn how to fight. He had to learn how to survive. He had to kill to survive. If he didn't, he would die. And if they disobeyed the people, they would kill them. As Deku spent many years in there. Deku spent 4 years there. Deku was now 9. He escaped and brought the whole place down, killing everyone inside of there. Killing every child and every personnel. As Deku sees how cruel this world is. He gets angry. He remembers all his life he's been bullied. All his life he's been hated. He goes down a path of villainy. For the next couple of years, they have been getting reports of bombings, explosions, death everywhere. All over Japan, all over the world. They say they don't know how it's happening, but They can't remember anything. All they know is next 1 second everything's perfectly fine. The next second something's blowing up, or someone's getting shot, someone's getting stabbed, something like that's happening, and they don't know who the culprit is. Heroes all over the world is looking for this culprit. All Might thinks is Awful One, but it's not him. And Awful One is wondering who is it that's making all this commotion. He wants to recruit him, but Deku doesn't work for anyone. He never will. As time flies by, a lot more bombings, a lot more death happens. And Nezu finally gets a place telling him where the suspect that's been doing all this is. As he gives the information to All Might and the heroes, the top 10 and a lot of other heroes, as they break into this facility, this factory. And they see this kid, this 12-year-old kid, sitting on a throne, made of ginger, made out of cookings that he made. As this kid's looking down on him, and as the kid says, "Oh, hello there." As the lights come on, as they can see this kid clearly. I want to change this picture. The next picture is going to be something different. It's not going to be like this. As the kid says. So, all the heroes came out to play. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. As he snaps his finger. And a bunch of things come up from the ground. There's a whole bunch of gingerbread cookies come running at everyone. As they don't know what is going on, then Deku snaps his finger again. As they grow to the size of regular humans. As they punch one of the heroes, sending them flying. As All Might says, don't let your guard down. These things are pretty strong. As they fight them, they're having a tough time, but they get all of them done. As Deku starts clapping, says, what a nice play. How about something more interesting? As he claps he snaps his finger again, and a giant gingerbread cookie comes out. As it's shaking the whole room as they see it, so they start fighting it. And they take it down too. Deku says, bummer. Well, I'll see you all later. Goodbye. As he teleports away. As everyone from that day onward knew that a boy or a male had a quirk. Not just that, a powerful quirk at that. As every single day, death happens all over the world. So many people died that it's on the news. No villain. Killing people up in the millions. His death toll is up in the millions. He jumped up, or Deku jumped up, from one of the least villains in the world to the most deadly. People all over the world, heroes, are trying to kill him or capture him. While villains are trying to recruit him. The Awful One wants his quirk because he sees that it's very powerful. But it's not a quirk. It's just an ability that he got out of nowhere. He doesn't know how he got it. He never will. As they use the facial recognition of this boy, of Izuku, which he named himself Deku. After all the villains that the bullies that called him that, and they find out where he originated from, what country, what state, and his parents. They find Inko Midoriya, her files. Inko Midoriya, a single mother of one son. Her son went missing around the age of 5. Inko Midoriya is also been charged with child abuse. And she is, a drunk. But she's in rehab to get over her drinking problems. But she's still going to be on probation for child abuse. As the heroes talk to her and tell her that, ma'am, did you know that your son was a villain? As she did not know, and she never could know. She thought her son went missing, that he died or something. Around this time, they also found this, underground facility things where they force children to fight. As they shut all of them down except one. As they show up to the last one, they see that it exploded. It was gone. And they asked the people. People said it exploded about about 7 years ago. And the heroes noticed 7 years ago was the time that Deku was kidnapped. So they think that that's a coincidence. Everywhere on the news, they have Deku. They have it on, papers. Watch out for this kid. If you ever see him, run. Do not engage. It could mean the death of you if you do engage. So, everyone is a little bit scared. But, well, not a little bit. They ain't scared at all. The girl's like, what a male gonna do? They think that they have more powerful quirks than them. So, let's get to the start of the anime. Deku in outfit 14. As we change our point of views over to Bakugo Katsuki. Well, Bakugo Katsuki. As she's in class, as the teacher comes in and asks them, how many of you want to go to UA? Well, how many of you guys want to be heroes? As the teacher already knew, everyone wanted to be heroes. She also states, oh, Bakugo, you also want to go to UA? That's Bakugo says, yeah. I'm the only one who can get into UA. All these other nerds don't got powerful enough quirks. They have one a little bit offended by that, but they don't mind it. As Bakugo leaves. Now, she's walking down the alleyway. This one, the sludge villain checks her. But she gets saved by All Might in time. She is a little bit more arrogant than in canon. As All Might says, hey, you okay, kid? Well, in a female voice. Because All Might is a female. She says, oh my, yeah, I'm okay. And Thomas says, that's good. As she jumps away. As the second Celestial attack don't happen, and Bakugo got to meet All Might. As she goes back home, she walks through the door. As she sees her mom and Inko. Inko and Mishiki are still friends. And they talk a lot. So, Bakugo just goes to her room. And this was going to end her point of view. Now back to Deku. As Deku just finished up some business. As he says, well, that's enough for today. I think we'll meet soon again. Goodbye, Mr. Hero. As he teleports away. If y'all wondering how he teleporting away, he basically just using his quirk, well, his powers. He enlarges like this traveling gate, you can say. It's a door. It grows out the ground, and it teleports Deku to a different area where he has more doors. So, Deku is one of the most wanted villains ever. With killing people in the millions and killing heroes in the thousands. Everyone wants to capture him. Deku's bounty is so big. It's big enough to buy an island. Because one time Deku did get caught slipping. Wasn't paying attention and he got took to Tartarus. They had his own section. Deku was watched 24/7. As Deku was kept there to the age of 18. As the events of, UA happened. The sports festival, the heroes versus villains, teacher versus students, all of that happened. This is past that. But in the next parts, I want to go over them. As Deku is still in Tartarus, Deku's just sitting there on his throne made of his cookings. As he's just eating something, little candy that he made. As Deku says, well, it's about time I escape. As the hero says, if you could escape. The guards. You think you can escape Tartarus? No one can. No one ever did, and no one will. As Deku says, bye-bye now. As Deku creates a gate, and he walks through it. As the heroes, no shock from this, the guards, and they set off the alarm. And they say, Inmate 0 escaped. All of the prison there's a riot looking for inmate 0. Deku has escaped. All Might is no longer a hero. After all, he lost one for all. And the person who gave one for all to was Mirio. Mirio is now the #1 hero. with Bakugo in second, then Todoroki, then Sun Eater, then Nejirai, then the rest of, students that was good. The next generation of heroes. As Bakugo does remember Deku. He remember Inko talking about Deku. Inko saying that he became a villain. And not just any villain. He became the most wanted villain. As later on the news, they see, all over the world they see, the escape villain, the top villain in the whole world, Deku. As this 18-year-old Deku. As Deku saying, it's a little bit boring being by myself. Why don't I get some friends? As Deku finds him some friends. If y'all don't know where I'm going with this, then you obviously will never know. And I don't know where I'm going with this. Actually I do. Deku finds him some friends. Some of the main cast of UA that was never turned to the girls. Those friends were Tokiyami, Duplo Arms, Mineta is dead. Invisible Girl. Well, she is a girl, but that will take her long too. Shinso. And who else? And those are it. Tokiyami. Who else? Duplo Arms. Shinso. Invisible Girl. Yeah, those four. He makes friends with them, and they like his drift, so they become villains. Tokiyami and Duplo Arms don't have quirks. They don't have quirks. So Deku teaches them how he got his abilities. Basically doing the same thing over and over again. He basically just developed an ability for it. An ability for cooking. So Tokiyami stayed in the dark. He got an ability for darkness. Duplo Arms got an ability for strength. Invisible Girl is still Invisible Girl. Wait. Tokiyami, Duplo Arms, Invisible Girl. And who was the other one? Shinso, yeah, Shinso. And Shinso, he don't get mind reading. He gets the ability to basically make anyone angry. Basically, trash talker. He, gets it so perfectly he can make anyone angry, and he uses that to his own abilities. He learns martial arts. Learns how to fight from Deku. Which Deku, remember, you have to learn how to fight to stay alive. As they become known as the Five. The top villains in the world. As Bakugo thinking about bringing Deku down. Thinking that this useless nerd became a villain. And she's gonna bring him down. And she's thinking, how does he even have a quirk? And yeah, Deku don't have a quirk, but some boys are being born with quirks, and girls are getting mad from this. As this is when I'll leave this off. Sorry that I made it a little short, but yeah, I'm gonna make the next part probably sooner or later. So see you guys. Peace out.